Thousands of Democrats from across California coming together this weekend for the annual state party convention. Top of mind, election 2024. Fox 40 Capitol reporter Eytan Wallace spoke one-on-one with all three major candidates that are searching for that U.S. Senate seat. And he's going to join us from downtown Los Angeles now with a message that they have for each of the voters.
Well, the candidates had an opportunity to meet with thousands of people here, now less than a year and a half until California voters decide who should become their next U.S. Senator. It was yet another full day at the California Democratic Party annual state convention. More than 2,500 people on hand to hold party meetings and hear from high-profile Democrats, including Governor Gavin Newsom and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi.
California Democratic Party.
But much of the focus turning to election 2024. Those chants are for these three U.S. Senate candidates, Congress members Katie Porter, Adam Schiff, and Barbara Lee, each hoping to replace the retiring Dianne Feinstein.
Y'all want this pic?
In a short moment of unity, Schiff and Lee met up at this convention, but otherwise this is the campaign trail, each candidate explaining why he or she is the one best to serve.
Well, first, the Senate does not have a voice like mine in the Senate.
Barbara Lee says the Senate lacks any black women, something she says is crucial for representation.
Inequality has a lot of legs, and I want people to understand that I'm not running this campaign for myself, but for them.
A longtime Congress member from Oakland, Lee says her record of casting the sole vote against the Afghanistan war declaration proves she's an independent thinker ready for the Senate.
And I think it's important to look at a record of candidates, see what they've done and how they have delivered for the people.
A record is exactly what Adam Schiff says he's proud of over his 2+ decades in Congress.
I've helped deliver light rail, I've helped deliver an early earthquake warning system for the state, up-to-date textbooks in schools, a patient bill of rights. Californians are looking mostly for someone that will help them solve problems. That's what I've been doing in the House. That's what I'm going to do in the Senate.
And beyond those issues, Schiff argues voters should take into account his work against former President Donald J. Trump, including as lead prosecutor during Trump's first impeachment trial.
I do think the leadership that I've demonstrated sets me apart in that, our democracy has been at deep risk in the last several years. And I stepped up to lead. I took on one of the most powerful bullies in the country, and I would do it again if I have to.
But on that note of experience, it's Orange County Congresswoman Katie Porter who argues she's uniquely qualified as a single mother raising children.
So in a very, very personal way, I see the challenges that we're facing now, and I see the future of California. My kids are worried, as there's so many of us, about whether they're going to be able to afford to live in California, whether they're going to be able to buy a house in California, what's going to happen with regard to climate change.
She says that experience as a single mother inspires her to fight for people like her.
The billionaires and corporate special interests have too much power in Washington, and they are getting their way in Washington while they're leaving families behind, including Californians. So that's what this race is about. It's about being willing to shake up the status quo in Washington, to make sure that the Senate and the House, that Congress works better for everyday Californians.
And all candidates tell me they are just getting started. They plan to take their campaigns across the state throughout this election. Reporting in downtown LA, covering local news that matters, Eytan Wallace, Fox 40 News.